The Trump administration is defending how it has handled a case involving a migrant mother and her 2-year-old daughter, who is a legal U.S. citizen. Officials deported the mother to Honduras. They claim the woman decided to bring her toddler as well as her 11-year-old Honduran-born daughter with her. On Monday, Borders' our Tom Holman had this to say about the situation.
What we did is remove children with their mothers who requested the children depart with them. This was a parental decision, parenting 101. The mothers made that choice. And I tell you what, if we didn't do it, the story today would be Trump administration separating families again.
CBS News Justice Department reporter Jake Rosen joins us now. Jake, what do we know and what comes next?
Well, Lindsay, this is one case of which there's a couple that happened over the weekend and from Friday in which the Trump administration moved so fast that it did not, according to lawyers for this family, give the opportunity for the mother to call the father, who is here in America, and potentially find a way to get this child, who is a U.S. citizen, back to not leave America and to be in the custody of either family members who are here or other people who are trying to be representatives for that family. Briefly, the Trump administration and the Department of Homeland Security said that they did give an opportunity for this to happen. And really, I think what you have to remember here is that the Trump administration is trying to do these deportations. And yes, by removing the mother, they're doing what they have set out to do, right? But when there are U.S. citizens involved and the Trump administration is trying to take away birthright citizenship and has appealed numerous court decisions, you have to remember that it's very difficult for this child to potentially even return to the country, even if it is allowed and a judge does somehow order this child to be returned. Well, the child can't travel alone. There's a number of cases, that are going on right now. And the mothers are banned from the United States because they were ordered to be deported for at least a temporary amount of time.
The American Civil Liberties Union issued a statement Friday saying 2 other children who are also U.S. citizens were removed from the U.S. along with their mother, who was deported. What do we know about this?
Well, that's right, Lindsay. One of these children has a metastatic form of cancer, and because this family went to an ICE check-in as people who are here illegally, they had to meet with immigration officials and check in regularly. If you miss those appointments, you're able to be deported. And in this case, the family went to go to this ICE meeting, and from there, the family was detained and they were deported. This 4-year-old and the 7-year-old are U.S. citizens. So again, the same kind of situation where people go in, and this child was, at least the one with cancer, did not have its medication on them. And this was a series of flights, the same as the previous case in which the family was deported Friday. Attorneys for both of these families say that despite what the Trump administration says, that there was some kind of opportunity for the children to either have their due process heard or that there really was not, Lindsay, and that in these cases specifically, they just removed the mother. The mothers said they claim that the mother wrote a letter saying that she wanted to bring the children with her. However, the attorneys dispute that, again, in both of these cases.
All right, Jake Rosen, thank you.